Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. So if you are a pretty consistent viewer of my channel, you will have noticed I have not been around recently. And I wanted to do a video today talking about one of the reasons why, because it was a very big reason and it was a very stressful time in my life, and I just could not film. So almost 2.5 weeks ago, my kitty Kobe had to have emergency surgery. So it was crazy stressful, and it's just been crazy trying to just, figure out how to get her to heal and stay calm and all this. So yeah, I wanted to do a video about this experience and just, talk about what happened. But then I also came across a couple really awesome tips, couple really great things we did to help her heal, things that I had never thought about. Like, I've never had to deal with a cat having surgery, but yeah, I want to put these ideas out there just in case you ever have to go through this experience if your kitty has surgery, because this is stuff that I found to be so useful and really, really helped with Kobe's healing. So 2.5 weeks ago, I got up in the morning and I was walking downstairs and I stepped into something wet. Oh joy, my day starts great. I stepped into cat puke. It's happened before, but I'm like, okay, whatever. When my husband got up, he was like, oh, like there are 3 piles of puke. Like one of the cats puked 3 times. So I was like, oh, okay, but both of our cats, we have 2 kitties, Kimchi and Kobe. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you've probably seen Kimchi. She's much more social. Kobe doesn't, she generally doesn't make an appearance on here. But anyway, so I thought, okay, whatever. They're both like medium hair kitties. They get fur balls. Okay. I wasn't like concerned immediately. But I had noticed that Kobe was not really eating her breakfast. And I do plant cat grass for her. She really likes to chomp on cat grass. And I noticed that she was just kind of sticking around the cat grass, eating a lot of cat grass. And then she started puking up cat grass. So what was 3 times puking turned into like 8 or 9 times puking. So we were like, no, this is not normal. Like, it's like something stuck. We didn't know if she was poisoned. Like, we didn't know what was going on with this cat. And plus, like, she was making kind of weird meows. Like, Kobe is generally pretty quiet. Like, Kimchi's like, she never shuts up. She's always meowing for treats and stuff. But Kobe is generally like pretty chill, pretty quiet. But she was just letting out these like really weird meows. And I noticed, like, if she was sitting in one position and she kind of like rolled over, like you could hear her tummy like gurgle. Like if a person is hungry and like their stomach growls, that was like the same sound. So there was just a lot of abnormal stuff that morning. So yeah, we called the normal vet, like our normal kitty doctor. They could not see her until later that afternoon. So we ended up going to the emergency vet. We are in Madison, Wisconsin. We went to Madison Specialty Vets. Madison Veterinary Specialists. On the Beltline, they're great. It was a great experience. It was a pricey experience, but that's to be expected when your cat has to have emergency surgery. So yeah, they did blood work. That was all fine. They did an x-ray. On the x-ray, they saw kind of like something in her intestine. Okay, so then they did an ultrasound. So the ultrasound showed that there was like a 1.5 centimeter blockage in her jejunum. I believe that's like whatever the second part of the small intestine is, there was a blockage there. So they said, okay, like we recommend surgery. And we're like, well, yeah, of course we're going to do surgery. Like, we're not going to let this cat die. So they did surgery. And what it ended up being was, we are pretty sure it was a chunk of a cashew. The vet luckily was able to like kind of squeeze it back up through the intestine and then back into the stomach. So he did an incision in her stomach and removed it, which he said was better than actually cutting open the intestine, the small intestine, because that has a larger chance of leaking. So obviously you don't want like, you know, the small intestine stuff like leaking into the body cavity, because that's just gross. But he said that the stomach, like, it heals much more quickly. So that's what it was. It was a piece of well, we think it was a piece of a cashew that she swallowed. There were no bite marks on it. So yeah, she had a cashew stuck in her tummy, in her intestines. So yeah, they did surgery Wednesday evening. We couldn't get her for 24 hours. You know, they got to observe her, all this stuff. When we were finally able to bring her back, the two things that the vet really stressed were to keep her calm. So like no running, no jumping, no playing, no interaction with our other cats. Just really try to keep her calm. But then also, she should not be licking her incision. Because if the cat licks the incision, it can get infected, and then that's just like this whole issue. Or like she could, you know, if she was like biting at it, like it could like reopen the incision. So before we brought her home, we moved stuff around in our bedroom. We knew that we would confine her to just our bedroom. So like our bedroom, it's like our bedroom, our closet, and then a bathroom. They're all connected. So we decided, okay, we will like confine her there for 2 weeks. We removed her cat tree. We actually put our mattress directly on the floor because we didn't want her to be able to hide under that and lick her tummy, you know, hide where we couldn't see her. So we slept on a mattress on the floor for 2 weeks. We finally put our bed back together yesterday. It was fabulous. And then as far as the preventing her from licking it goes, that was fairly challenging at first. So, you know, you always see pets wearing these cones. So this is the cone we got from the kitty doctor. This is way too big. Like, I mean, we tried this a couple times. She would just kind of step on it if she tried to move. This was not okay. The first time we put this on her, she was just kind of like thrashing around a lot. And I said, I feel like this is more dangerous for her to wear because obviously we want her to stay calm. We don't want her to like rip open her incision. So, and I really thought if she keeps this on, she's just gonna like rip something open. So this did not work great. But a couple days after surgery, the vet, actually, yeah, like the day after we got her back, the vet called and, you know, asked about the cone situation. And I said, we're not using it. Like, we're just really keeping an eye on her, like nonstop. But what the vet said was that sometimes people will get baby onesies and put this on their cat and it will work and it will prevent them from licking. So I bought some onesies. So we got a pack of, I got those 0 to 3 in white, 0 to 3 month in white. And then I got a cutesy newborn pack. We got some little pink with flowers. We got pretty princess with a bow. And we got some little gray with pink polka dots. Kobe is around 8.5 to 9 pounds. The newborn size was a little bit too small, but the 0 to 3 month was a little bit too big. But it worked great. So we did baby onesies for a couple nights, couple nights. We mainly were taking it off during the day because we could keep an eye on her. But then at night, we wanted to make sure she wasn't licking her tummy or going crazy. Now, if you're gonna put a baby onesie on a cat, especially for like an abdominal surgery, I recommend putting it on backwards. So if this was normally like a baby's tummy, yeah, and like the butt would be back here and you just snap it up here, go this way. Because having this back here, it just gives you a little bit more, more coverage of the tummy. The nice thing about onesies is that the cat can't lick the tummy, but it kind of paralyzes them. Like when cats are dressed up and stuff, they don't like it and they just kind of like plop over, which is great for keeping them calm. So we did onesies to begin with, like actual human baby onesies. But then, I can't remember why I was even looking online, but I saw that they make onesies specifically for cats. This is genius. If your cat ever needs to have surgery, like on like, you know, the tummy or, you know, somewhere like this, oh my gosh, this is a lifesaver. So the head goes here and it has this little adjuster thing here. Front legs go in these holes, back legs go back here, and then it has a hole here for the tail, and so the kitty can go to the bathroom. And then this is where the back is. So it's got Velcro. So you just kind of work the kitty in there. And this is fabulous. Oh my gosh. We kept her in this like pretty much all day during the day, and then also at night. We'd like to give her, you know, we usually gave her a couple hours in the morning and the evening just so she could pee and like, you know, do her business and just move a little bit. But this really, really kept her calm, and it did not let her lick it. So I ended up getting the blue in a medium and the pink in a large. So you can see the pink definitely is longer. The blue was maybe a teeny bit too small for Kobe, and the pink was a little bit too big. Like I said, she's like 8.5, 9 pounds. But these are very, very stretchy. So she was totally fine. I did try another model. I got these ones. I got a large and a medium in this donut print just because it was so stinking cute. But we put the large on her one night and she got out of it because she literally just walked right out of the neck hole. So if you're gonna get something like this, I would definitely recommend something with the little adjuster for the neck. So kitty onesies are amazing. It keeps them calm and it prevents them from licking their wound. Plus, so cute. So cute. I mean, Kobe in this blue, she looked exactly like she was gonna go teach like an aerobics class. Like I kept calling her my little like Jane Fonda jazzercise kitty, or my little synchronized swimmer. So that is what I recommend to prevent the cat from licking the wound. Also, I wanna talk about like just healing. And something we did that really helped with healing it. Like I feel like this really helped immensely to heal her tummy faster. Probably 2 days after surgery, 2 or 3 days, my husband and I saw that there was a little bit of blood, like on her skin, like dried blood on her skin, just next to the incision. And we got worried. We thought, is this leaking? Like, is this coming apart? You know, whatever. So we took photos, sent them to the vet, and they said it looked fine, but to keep an eye on it. And then they also said if you want to clean it, that you could use a warm Epsom salt compress, like twice a day. So that's what we did, and this works so stinking well. So what I would do is take a bowl, and I'd put 2 cups of warm water and 4 teaspoons of Epsom salt. I'd get it all mixed up, and then I would use one of these like sterile gauze pads, you know, like the ones that are individually wrapped. My husband would hold her on the bed, just, you know, hold her so she couldn't move and just kind of expose her tummy. I would take one of these, dunk it in the water, fold it in half, and just hold it on her incision. I would hold it there for like 2 minutes, and then I would dunk it again, get it wet, get it warm again, put it on there. So usually we would do this for maybe like 4 or 5 minutes in the morning and the evening. And then I would, you know, just kind of dry it off with a tissue. And then usually we would put her back in a onesie right after this, because, you know, it was wet. I didn't want her licking like right after we did it. Within like 24 hours of doing this, her incision looked so good. And like 3-4 days after starting the Epsom salt compresses, I could not believe how good her incision looked. So yeah, I swear, like, these 2 things were absolutely what helped this cat recover faster, keep her calm, and not have any complications, no infection, no incision coming apart. And we actually did just take her back to the vet yesterday for a follow-up, and the vet said she is great. She looks perfect, 100% back to normal activities. So she is no longer under kitty house arrest. She can play with the other kitty. I mean, there's been a lot of hissing. As you know, you separate cats for a while, they kind of smell different to each other. So it's gonna take some time with Kimchi. But yeah, she healed beautifully, and she's back to her sassy old self. So anyway, I hope you never have to use any of this information. But if you do, if you ever have a cat that has surgery and you need to like protect them from licking it or just really keep them calm, Epsom salt compresses and these cat specific onesies. Like, these are not baby onesies. These are specifically made for kitties so that they can still go to the bathroom and have their tail out. She never peed on the blue one. She did pee a little bit on the pink. I think because this one's just a little bit too big for her. So anyway, I'm happy to report that Kobe is 100% back to normal, and our 2 weeks of stress from kitty surgery are over. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. Have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.